Have you ever wondered why certain situations seem to repeat themselves in your life? Or why some people always seem to face the same challenges, while others appear to be in a constant cycle of growth? The truth is that nothing happens by chance. There is an invisible force shaping our destinies, and it is deeply connected to karma. But here's the surprise. Numerology, yes, those simple numbers we see around us, can give us valuable clues about how karma operates in our lives. That's right. Numerology is not just a mystical study of numbers, it is a key that can reveal the life cycles we go through. And when combined with Buddhist teachings about karma, the result is a powerful map to understand what is really happening in your journey. If you're tired of feeling like your life is stuck, or if you want to know why certain patterns never seem to break, get ready. In this video, you will discover how these two worlds connect in a surprising way. In this content, you will learn how karma, that universal principle of cause and effect, operates behind the scenes, influencing every decision you make, and how numerology can be the key to deciphering the cycles that govern your life. You'll realize that you're more in control than you think. And here, we're not talking about slow changes. We are talking about immediate transformation based on a new awareness of numbers and your own karmic energy. Ready to see beyond the obvious and unlock the secrets that few know? If you think you already know everything about karma and numerology, this video will challenge your beliefs and show you a new way to understand your life. Let's go, because the knowledge you're about to receive can change how you view your past, present, and future. Karma is like an invisible energy that moves everything around us, a cyclical force that reacts to the actions we take, whether big or small. In Buddhism, it is understood as the law of cause and effect that directly influences our cycle of lives. Fascinating, isn't it? With every step we take, we are planting seeds that will grow, whether in this life or the next. But few know that this energy can also be understood through numerology. Think of numbers as universal symbols, keys that reveal the hidden workings of karma. Just like the number 8, which symbolizes infinity, karma also follows this continuous cycle of action and reaction. Everything is connected, and numbers can help us understand where we are in that process. When we look at numerology, we can identify patterns that are repeating in our lives. If you notice that you're always facing the same challenges, this could be a clear sign that your karma is manifesting in a specific way, and numbers can be your guides. A practical example of this is the number 9, known as the number of completion. It marks the end of cycles, and, when present in your personal numerology, it can indicate that you are reaching the end of an important karmic cycle. How about reflecting on the numbers that frequently appear in your life? They might be trying to tell you something about your spiritual path. The fascinating thing is that karma is not only linked to our actions, but also to our intentions. And this is where numerology can give us even more clarity. For instance, the number 11, a master number in numerology, is associated with deep spiritual intuitions and revelations. If you keep encountering this number, it could be a sign that you're being called to spiritually awaken and adjust your karma. Look around you. Notice the patterns of numbers on license plates, clocks, dates. These details, which sometimes seem insignificant, could be the universe's way of communicating with you. Of course, it's easy to think of karma as some kind of punishment or reward for actions, but the truth is more complex. Karma is a learning tool, and numerology can help us interpret the lessons we need to learn. For example, if your numerology reveals that you're in cycle 4, this is the time to work hard and build a solid foundation for the future. It's not just a matter of action, but of conscious action, guided by the numbers that reflect the journey you're meant to follow. Imagine the numbers as a karmic map, guiding each of your steps along the path of spiritual evolution. And what if you could use this wisdom to make more conscious choices in your daily life? Knowing the karmic cycle you're in not only gives you power over your destiny, but also a new perspective on the challenges you face. If you know you're in cycle 1, for example, you'll understand that it's time to start new projects and leave behind old patterns. This insight can transform the way you handle everything, from work to relationships. Numerology, when combined with an understanding of karma, offers a panoramic view of your path. And it all starts with the awareness that nothing is a coincidence. Numerical coincidences are, in fact, the manifestation of your life cycles. Just as karma follows a cyclical dynamic, the life cycles we experience are essential for our spiritual growth. Buddhism teaches us that we are all trapped in samsara, the endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. With each new cycle, we are called to learn something, resolve karmic issues, and evolve as spiritual beings. Now, imagine if we could identify these cycles. Numerology offers us just that, a map to understand what stage of evolution we are in. Each numerical cycle reflects a stage of our journey, and understanding this is like finding a personal guide to navigate through life's storms and calm waters. Each number corresponds to a different cycle, and these cycles are not just coincidences, they bring specific lessons. For example, the number 4, often seen as the number of hard work and structure, can also indicate a life cycle where the individual needs to build something solid. If someone is in a cycle 4, it's a time to focus on practical matters: work, family, stability. This reminds us that life is not only made of grand moments of spiritual revelation. There's also the importance of the foundations. If someone is in this cycle, it may be the time to invest in technical learning, organizing personal life, or even starting a new project that requires patience and perseverance. Small steps here build great paths in the future. A cycle that many encounter and that brings great transformations is cycle 1. This is the cycle of beginnings. For someone in this phase, the energy is focused on new starts and opportunities for change. This is the time to reinvent yourself, start new projects, or even embrace a new version of yourself. And it doesn't have to be something as grand as changing careers or moving countries, but can be as simple as adopting a new attitude towards challenges. In Buddhism, detachment is fundamental, and this cycle is an invitation to leave behind old beliefs, relationships, and habits that no longer serve the purpose of spiritual evolution. Cycle 9, on the other hand, marks the closure of a complete cycle. If number 1 symbolizes the beginning, 9 is the grand finale, the time to reap the fruits of the lessons learned. In Buddhism, we believe that each rebirth carries the marks of previous lives, and cycle 9 is an opportunity to close those chapters in a conscious and peaceful way. It's the moment to look back and see how much you've grown while preparing for the next phase. In this cycle, practices like deep meditation, reflections on the past, and even acts of forgiveness can be powerful tools to cleanse karma and prepare the ground for the next rebirth, or the next life cycle. So, how does all this apply to your life? If you can identify which cycle you are in, you will be able to make more conscious decisions. If you are in a closing cycle, like 9, this may be the ideal time to practice detachment, end toxic relationships, or cleanse emotionally. If you are in a beginning cycle, like 1, think of new projects or new directions for your life. The beauty of understanding cycles is that, instead of swimming against the current, You can align yourself with the natural flow of your evolution. And when you do that, the journey becomes lighter, more meaningful. After all, each cycle has its reason, and it's up to you to decide how to navigate them. The understanding of karma doesn't need to be limited to grand events or the concept of many lives. On the contrary, it is something we can apply to the small actions of our daily lives. Every choice we make, consciously or unconsciously, shapes our karmic future. Now think about this for a moment. What if you could align your daily decisions with the knowledge of karma and numerology? Imagine the power of acting consciously, knowing that each of your actions reverberates in larger cycles. Numerology helps translate this karmic wisdom into practical language, allowing us to live in a more harmonious and balanced way. If you are in a numerological cycle that requires focus on relationships, for example, like cycle 2, it's time to nurture your connections with others. When applying the concept of karma in this scenario, think about how your actions can impact those around you. Small acts of kindness, a sincere apology, or even the practice of forgiveness have the power to cleanse accumulated karmic energy. If you know you are in a collaborative energy cycle, like number 6, this could be the perfect time to invest in partnerships, strengthen family ties, and practice compassion with intention. Life is made of these small interactions that in the end shape our destiny. But how do you know when it's the right time to act or reflect? Numerology gives us clear clues, revealing the type of energy prevailing in our lives at any given moment. Number 7, for example, is associated with times of introspection, study, and self-knowledge. If you're in a cycle 7, maybe it's time to dive deeply into your spiritual beliefs, practice meditation, or explore more philosophical topics. This doesn't mean you should isolate yourself from the world, but rather that the universe is offering you a period of inner growth. Using this time wisely can open doors to a deeper understanding of your karma and life purpose. Even in the simplest tasks of daily life, karma is always present. When you choose to help someone, give up your place in line, or simply act with honesty in situations others might exploit, you are planting positive karmic seeds. These actions, small as they may seem, accumulate a weight that can be crucial in future cycles. Numerology helps us become aware of when these moments have a greater impact. Imagine being in cycle 9, closing an important phase of your life. This would be the time to act more carefully, knowing that each final decision can influence what comes next. Wisdom lies in using these insights to take actions that echo positively into the future. Therefore, living with karmic awareness is more than just believing in future retributions. It's about creating a more balanced and harmonious reality now. When we understand the energy that governs our life cycles, we can make choices more aligned with our spiritual well-being. It's like adjusting the sails of a boat to sail with the wind at your back. Numerology and karma are not separate forces. They complement each other and can be applied directly to our daily lives, allowing each cycle to be lived with wisdom, intention, and, above all, lightness. The next step is to start using these tools in your day-to-day life. Now that you understand how karma and numerology are deeply intertwined, the question remains, what will you do with this knowledge? Knowing how to identify the cycles you're living through is a privilege few have. So why not start applying this to your life today? Imagine what it would be like to make conscious decisions, knowing that every choice you make can transform your karmic future. Think about how many cycles you can break and how many opportunities you can create, simply by taking a new look at what the numbers are showing you. What cycles do you recognize in your life? What patterns are you ready to end? Now that you know that numbers carry hidden wisdom, the next step is simple. Start paying closer attention. Look at the patterns, see the numbers that frequently appear around you, reflect on what is repeating in your journey. This is the moment to act and transform karma in your favor. You can start with small gestures, like practicing detachment in a closing cycle, or beginning a new project in a starting cycle. And if you think you're alone on this journey, think again. There are thousands of people searching for the same answers, and you can be part of this community seeking knowledge and transformation. Leave a comment sharing which patterns you've identified in your life. Share your experiences. That way, we can all learn from each other and grow together. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to keep learning more about karma, numerology, and spirituality. Thank you for watching. Your journey of self-discovery is just beginning, and I'll be here with you every step of the way, offering guidance and new insights. What we've explored so far is just the start of all we can uncover together. Get ready to dive even deeper into the wisdom that can transform your life. Let's continue this journey together.